Listening Colour. Hi everyone, welcome to Listening Colour with me, Rachel Walker-Mason. I've been doing a lot of Inpatient, Ren and Chris Webby reviews recently, so let's get back to some classic Ren. This is Troubles. Ooh.
I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stop when I reach in, memories are seeped in. Hydrochloric acid, I go to war and get passive and freeze on. Music help the ice to thaw, put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Edging notepads full of reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, Ren went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted. Persistent little...
Oh my gosh. God, that line was amazing. But waking up in a body that's a carcass. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. The things that this young man has gone through, like so many people would not be able to have this creative an output. Like he is such a gift to us all. He's such a gift to the world. And all that, the bit that came up along the bottom of the screen about him, he thought he was going to die. He thought, I'm never going to come out of this. But he kind of clawed his way out, and he didn't find very many stories of hope. So he's giving us that story of hope, and the amount of people this will have helped. It's incredible, honestly. And I love that he's using this sample. So it's the classic Vera Hall sample that most of us will know from the Moby track. So it's called Troubles So Hard. A lot of us remember it from the late 90s, and there's a Moby track called Natural Blues, which was on the Play album, which was like one of the most successful albums of the decade. It just was everywhere. You couldn't escape Moby songs at that point. Ren is using it in a slightly different way here. It's not as clean a version of the sample, so he's kind of flipped bits and things, which is very him. So I like that he's used it in a much more Ren kind of way, and it's kind of underneath his rap sections, whereas we know from the Moby use of the song, it's basically all of the singing in it is that huge sample, and then a few other little bits, and the rest of it is just kind of track. So I really like this, that he's layering it, and it has a vintage feel to it, that sample, because it's quite old now, the Vera Hall sample. So it has this kind of slightly crackly quality to it, and it's about, her going through really difficult times, as people did then. Black people were really struggling and oppressed, and slavery was horrendous. And it's kind of, you hear the weariness in her voice, the sadness, the kind of the cry in her voice, that she's just worn out. And Ren, even though he's young, he's feeling the same. He's feeling that wear and tear on his brain and his body. Like he's almost thinking, I don't think there's enough of me to go on. I feel like a carcass. I feel like a dead body. I've got nothing left in me. And so the voice of a much older, wearier person kind of comparing to this very young man that we're seeing here. If you didn't know his story, you'd think, why is he complaining? What's he got going on? But knowing what he has been through in his life and feeling that weight of emotion and pain and suffering that he's been through, it's the perfect pairing. If you're enjoying this reaction, please remember to subscribe to my channel right now and click the bell so you never miss one of my videos.
Maybe was the hardest, waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted. Persistent little blogger, I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of Ren, every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine was severed from the means that helped me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt, always in my bed tomb. Rearrange the alphabet and all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24 I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25 and the...
Oh my goodness, that is... Or disability benefits. What's the benefit? Oh, he is so smart. The way he uses words. Let me talk about it as being bardcore. He is an absolute genius. We are so blessed to have him. Oh my goodness, the way he uses words, and he kind of feels like he's speeding up the rhythm, even though he isn't, because he's doing these little internal rhymes or repeating words and flipping the use of them. A disability benefit is what we have in the UK. If you are going through a difficult time or you're disabled, you get benefits, which is financial support. But he's saying, what's the benefit? Like, what's the upside of it? What's the use? He's so clever. And for him to be able to talk with so much clarity about what a horrific time in his life. He talks about that he couldn't get out of bed. He was just stuck there and thinking, this isn't going to end. I'm going to die at 23. Oh my goodness. It's really hard listening to Ren talk about these difficult times in his life. But there's something about it, something about his openness that draws us to him. So many of you have said that watching Ren videos has done more than therapy's ever done for you, and I can understand why.
Pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24 I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25 and the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap. Deep in psychosis, hallucinations, troubled vision. Visits from the underworld were conjuring my superstition. 25 living back at home with my mum, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become, and my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts, 26, I'm highly medicated.
Oh, I totally understand that. There's a line I wrote once in a song, because I went through quite a lot of periods of self-harm, and there's something about, yes, there is something about the release of that pain. It's a pain you can control. When you're in pain, mentally or physically, a pain you can control, even though it hurts, there's something that's a release about that. So I totally understand that. There's a line I wrote in a song once that was, when steel has a voice and it sounds like my own. When you pick up a knife or something and you're kind of like, yeah, this choosing to do things with this feels like a really good idea. It's almost like it's talking to me, speaking to me. It wants to be part of me. And that was a very, very dark time in my life. And I haven't been through as many physical problems as Ren, anywhere near. But I'm so grateful for his openness of talking about this. It's hard, and he's saving people. He's doing wonderful things in the world because he's using his pain and his difficulties to speak about it publicly rather than hide away from it. Working in the music industry, as Ren will tell you, is not well paid, particularly if you're an independent artist. So if you would like to support me, you can do so by buying me a coffee or a tea, as I say, because I'm British and drink a lot of tea. The link is just here. You're under no obligation to do this whatsoever. You can just watch my videos and enjoy them, and you don't need to give me anything. But if you would like to, I'd be very grateful.
And the pain sophisticated while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I bore my microphone until my coffin started dropping raw thoughts with the grim reaper knocking on the track. But then, man, lo and behold, I heard an angel beckon on this treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow. In the cell transplant pulled me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger. And my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. While I'm lying broken naked on my back, I bore my microphone until my coffin started dropping raw thoughts with the grim reaper knocking on the track. But then, man, lo and behold, I heard an angel beckon on this treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow. In the cell transplant pulled me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger. And my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord.
Good Lord, that is so powerful. Oh my goodness. Did you notice how the strings went up like a fifth and went into this beautiful, like ringy quality as if it was angels when he started talking about the doctor that came to rescue him? And the whole song, even though nothing was really changing, the whole song felt shifted, and you got these beautiful high strings that go much higher than they were before, and his tone changes. He's got a brightness and a kind of more ringy quality to the way he's saying things, and it's so beautiful. Like this moment to get to 3 minutes 5, and we've finally had the good news. But he still has to pull himself out of that. It wasn't just like, oh, here's the cure and everything's great now. He still has to make those choices. Like he could have just given up after all of that suffering. But he's like, no. And I felt hunger again, and I could hear music again. And all of those amazing things that we take for granted in life. Like you just lose all those senses when you're suffering. It's like you can't feel pain, you can't feel hunger, you can't hear music, you can't, all of it is just extra stuff that your body has when you're well. And here he's kind of gaining all his senses back. He's coming back to himself, coming back into his body, but a healthier body, which is incredible.
And my body got stronger and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you. Pain that I live through. Everything I've been through is yours to hold.
Wow. Oh, that section was beautiful. I know lots of you talked before about the fact that Ren is not a Christian, which is fine. But this point here, maybe he's kind of toying with that because he very explicitly says, Lord, I forgive you. God, I forgive you. And that's a important moment to go through because it's very, a lot of people do blame God when they're going through a horrible thing. You're like, well, how can you let this happen, God? How can you let this happen? And this moment here, it's kind of like the gaps in it as well. It's fascinating because usually Ren packs his lines full of so many lyrics that he can barely breathe. Here, that section was a line, space, line, space. It had like breathing room around it, which he doesn't normally do. And that felt much more reflective, as if he was letting another voice in, almost like a conversation between him and God, or maybe not God if he doesn't actually believe in God, but spirit or something. It just felt very different, that section, and musically really interesting. You might have noticed me drinking out of a brand new mug. This is my new bit of merchandise, which you can have a look at just below here. This is one of my travel mugs with my logo. I've got lots of items with my logo and my "Have a Colourful Day" catchphrase on it. So you can have a look at those, buy whatever you want. And I would love it if you took photographs of yourselves with your items of merchandise so I can make a nice little montage of all you gorgeous people. Yeah. Oh, Ren. That was beautiful. Colour-wise in this one, I always get the same colour when Ren sings, but it was slightly different here, and I don't know why. But I always get like a kind of gungy green when Ren's singing or rapping. But this felt slightly different at points, which was strange because he wasn't really singing in this one. So all the way through up to the point where he starts talking about the doctor that kind of saved him, it was that kind of gungy green colour. But then it became slightly more kind of golden. And I don't know if it was the strings going higher at that point, but it had this more golden feel to it. The green was kind of still there because that's the colour of his voice in my head. But this gold kind of came sort of shooting up as well. And then the section, the God I Forgive You section, which was much more spacious musically, felt really different. It was quite blue. That's not normally a colour I get with Ren at all, but it had this like sort of purity to it. It was quite strange. I was not expecting that at all. Quite a beautiful like sky blue, where it's like a beautiful warm day and everything's right with the world. It kind of felt like that, which is quite strange to me, listening to Ren. That never happens. So that was a really interesting colour journey for me. Please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment. I love all your comments, so please keep them coming and remember to have a colourful day. Listening